Definitely. Let's now move on to our highly anticipated, very highly anticipated, very, very reliable, especially from my point of view. And it's the match predictions. So for the people who don't know, we go through bag of the game, point of difference, winner plus margin. So Daffy Boy, I'm going to throw straight to you. Your match predictions for this week against the Pies, Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Pendle's 400th. Crippers, whatever game he's going to dominate.
Potter's 67th game. That's what, I was thinking, this is a little sneak peek. I do the game day graphics, and I'm thinking of doing something funny for that graphic, like a banner of like Chincotta's 17th game or something, like a big milestone or something to kind of chat shit about their milestone. But yeah, do you want me to get into the predictions before I start rambling on about this?
Hey?
Want me to get into the predictions
Yeah, let's do
before I
it.
start rambling on about my
I'm,
ideas?
I'm bloody dying over here, so you go.
So bagger of the game, I've got Harry Mackay. I think he was one of our better players against them last time. I think he'll get the 3 votes in the bagger of the game. I don't think anyone can match up on him down back. And geez, he's crucial. I think he's all Australian, to be honest. It's going to be hard for him to sneak in because they seem to, I don't know, they just. Well, he's got the goals too. I think people are forgetting that too. He's top 5 or top 4 in the Commons. So, yeah, 4th. So and he missed a week. So, point of difference. Oh God, point of difference. Point of difference. It's going to be Jack Martin.
Oh, I like it.
Jack Martin, and he's going to kick the first goal of the game. He's going to kick the first of the game. He's going to sit on Jeremy Howe's head. And give him a bit of his own medicine in a sense. So here's my point of difference. Winner plus margin. Gee whiz. Gee whiz. Oh, God. I don't know. I feel like they're going to be up to it. I feel like we're going to be up to it, though. Everyone's saying they're going to be up to it. I think we're going to be. I don't think they're going to be letting themselves down this time and this week. I've had instances on this channel where I have been bit in the ass after we lost to Collingwood in the first game we played them in 2022, saying, when we were above them, I said, they can enjoy this win, but we'll be in September and they won't. And they ended up coming 4th, and we ended up missing the game, missing the finals, getting beaten by them. Had 5 mates send me the same clip after we eventually got knocked out. So I don't want to get bit in the ass again, but I've got to back these boys in. So I think we're going to win by 22 points at the MCG.
Yeah, like it. That's also my fault about that video because I posted that. I put that, and I'm like, God, it would be funny if we don't make it. So I put that in. I'm like a bit of a bit of a F you Collingwood, but and then when I saw us like, oh no, and then it happened. I'm like, oh, why did I post it? Why have I done that? But yeah, I love the predictions, and I've actually changed my point of difference to what you said about Harry Mackay. So I'm going to start off with my point of difference. Harry Mackay.
Yep.
He was originally Adam Sard, and now I think about it, I'm like, Adam Sard having a point of difference game would be handy on Saturday night. But I think they could probably cover and potentially tag, like have a run with tag with Sard. And I don't think you put Bobby Hill because I think Hill's too dangerous. But I don't know, maybe you bring in like a Markov to potentially go against Sard. But he was even on the emergencies as well. Well, maybe not Markov, Davey. Maybe not Markov, but
I hope to God, I hope they're listening and they pick Oleg. I hope they pick the Oleg.
We're an absolute shambles here, Davey boy. But yeah, so point of the difference, Harry Mackay. Bagger of the game, as soon as I was doing this run sheet, the first thing I did, I saw it, and I was just like, Sam fucking Walsh.
Due.
Bagger of the game. He's due for a Walshy game. Like, fucking dismantle the Pies, mate. Yep. Cripper might get tagged or have a bit of attention, maybe with Ned Long, maybe going to Cripper.
Yep.
Come on, Walshy. It's your opportunity to stand up. If you look over and your captain's getting absolutely tagged out of the game, you're the vice captain in the midfield. Step up and show why you're in this midfield, why you're one of the best young players in this game of AFL football. Show what you're worth. Come on. We're over there. The hack kicks and the gimme touches of 25 touches. Then, but he had 25 touches. Like, even I was a bit like that last year. Like, he had 25 touches, 11 clearances. And you're like, come on. And I'm like, yeah.
He's better than that. That's my expectation. Of course, they're high, but he's better than that. His ball use had improved since his first couple of years, and now he's got back to that slap kick.
Yes.
Around the corner. I want him to take the game on, and then sometimes also he's almost taking the game on too much. Taking a few extra steps where he's getting chased down, and it obviously impacts going forward. So, no, I agree. He's still a good player, but I want him to get going.
There's something missing. There's just something not right with Walsh at the moment. And then, like, you can look at the stats and be like, well, he's still getting 25 touches. But, as you said, it's just like there's something that isn't going right with Walshy, and he needs to find it out. And he's come out. There's been a bit of a shit in the media about Walsh as well. Like, I think on the couch last night, they actually pointed out Sam Walsh's game. So there obviously is a bit of conversation going to Walsh. So you know what? You're the vice captain. It's your time this week to stand up for yourself, especially when your club's not doing too well right now. So it's up to you now, Walsh. Winner plus margin. I've gone the Baggers by 39 points.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Smacking.
I think we've got to. We can get away. We can get away, and it continues in the second half. We've got away from plenty of teams this year and lost. So if we can get away, and then second half, you put the foot down, it's over. Like, you got to get to that point where the game's done and dusted before even three-quarter time. I want to get to that stage against this team, which last year was good. That round 20, it was kind of over 10 minutes ago, but it always had that lingering. I don't want any linger. I want them gone at three-quarter time. Their whole crowd gone. Yeah. And they don't even stay for their legend in Scott Penner. Well, they might have to stay. That'll be even better. Beat them by 70, and they have to watch us put on a clinic. That'll be, is that it? To be honest, when I think about that, I wouldn't mind them just sticking in their seats for an extra half an hour.
Yeah, and then just watching their team, their finals hopes, their players just dropping their heads, Pendle's in the middle being like, oh, what's going on? And they're getting smacked by the arch rivals.
Yep.
Like, come on. Yep. Like, oh, God, I've got 39 points, but I can almost go 60. 10 goals, Daff. No, I've got to stick to 39 because we might end up losing. We're coming off 4 crappy performances, and I put Buddy Cowan to win by 39 points at the G. But it's purely because it's this week where you can't have the same football the past few weeks, and you can't not show up this week. How can you not? You're up against Collingwood. I think it is a sellout. I think it's a I don't know what that might mean. That might be. I mean, they say sellout, but it's never going to be 100 at the game. But it might be 90s, 80s. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the whole occasion because, I'm sorry, if we find a way to lose this game, or if we are playing the same football that we've been playing the past month, I'll be heading into that review. Probably if we get the win and we play a bit like North Melbourne. If we get the win and we still play the same that we've been playing for the past month, would you still be happy?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'd be happy. Of course, you've got to improve, but we've just got to get the wins here at the moment. If you told me at the end of the game we win the game and we played a half of footy, you take it, don't you?
Yeah,
you take it. But I do agree. I want to see you're never going to get a 4 quarter. I don't think there's any team plays 4 quarters anymore. I don't even think that. And momentum in a game, it's too hard to stop. So you're going to have quarters where you do struggle, and I think people have got to accept that.
Yeah,
you got to accept that it's maximising your momentum. We had the momentum at the start of the Port game in the first quarter. I kicked 1 goal, 4 or whatever. Didn't maximise it. Maximised it in the second quarter. Weren't enough in front. They maximise their momentum. What happens? You lose by 2 goals. So it's just a matter. You can't stop the momentum. It doesn't matter if you're playing North or you're playing top of ladder. It's just the way of football with the whole 6-6-6. So let's just not let them get in that momentum because, Collingwood, when they're up and about, they just get rolling. They did against us earlier in the year, which was that was a very disappointing performance.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Very, very well wrapped up, Daff Boyd. But obviously, that is the last segment that we'll touch on, and that's another preview done for the year, heading into round 21. That is crazy how quickly the season has gone. But definitely, before we wrap up the preview episode, is there anything else you would like to say?
Yeah, it's like you said, it's always a good occasion. I think there's always a vibe heading into those games. You kind of go eye to eye with Collingwood fans as you walk past. You don't give them any emotion. You don't give them any smile. And everyone's kind of both teams like they're exactly thinking the same thing. Let's not lose to these guys. It's just what it is. That's just what it is, and it's a rivalry that's going to be forever. I think it's reignited the last 5 years. In my opinion, I thought it was starting to fizzle out a little bit. I think our rivalry with Richmond was bigger at some stages, but now that both teams are, well, I guess they're struggling a little bit, but they're still okay. And we got something to play for. It's kind of ramped up, hasn't it, since we've got better? So. Yeah, let's just get it done. Let's get around them too. I don't want to hear any moans. We're all going to moan at some stage of the game, for certain moments, but I want to just minimize that. I want to get around it. Someone fucks something up, don't moan.
Yeah.
Bang on the fence. Come on. Lockie Count, if he stuffs something up, get around him. If Wiedering lets in a goal, don't go, oh, not again. Just get around him. Get around them because the Collingwood fans, they're 13th and they still think they can win the flag. That's their mentality. And I don't mind it.
Yeah.
They're going to games thinking they can win every week and they think they can win this week, which is a mindset I think we need to almost start to get into. That we are confident, but we're almost quietly confident. And obviously they're a different fan base. The fan base is obviously quite, I won't explain it, but they're outspoken, they're loud, and they can get into the opponent's heads just through their own voice in the crowd. I'll tell you what, I reckon Carlton's been rattled over the years against Collingwood just because of the crowd. And when you're sitting there and you just want to sink in a little tiny hole and you just want to get out of the stadium. You're just sitting there going, oh, no. Like that round 23. That was the crowd. They kicked one goal, the roar, like they just hit the lead. And they just go bang, 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 bang. Let's do it to them. Let's fucking end their season. I don't want to hear 2% chance of making finals. I want 0% chance, and then they're fucked.
Yeah. Have us be like the redemption of they fucked our season 2022. We can end their season this. We have the opportunity this week.
Yes.
And there's just always we said it throughout the episode, oh yeah, it's Pendle's 400th. I don't give a flying fuck about Pendle's 400th game.
Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah. We've got so much more to play for. Collingwood aren't playing for, they're playing for a premiership for the 2%, but it's like we are top 4. We were second on the ladder last week, but we've got the opportunity this week to get our season back on track. Come on. We've got a premiership to win.
Oh.
It's a bloody like a draft pick to play for, Duffy boy.
Well, they don't because they traded it.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they did. Lockie Schultz, God, how great he's playing. God, I love playing against Collingwood. I do it. It just brings that little bit extra. It's always good. But very well wrapped up on Duffy boy. But